Yo, subscribe to Fino Boxing right now, or else. Bah, bah, bah.
Your past experience at fight camp with Rachel Ball didn't go your way on the night, but heading into this one now, is there a pressure on you? Do you feel a pressure to come back and not just to win, but to perform well and make a bit of a statement?
There's pressure on every single fight. If you don't go into a fight feeling any sort of pressure, doesn't mean anything to you. Do you know what I mean? I think sometimes you've got to take pressure as a privilege, because then it means someone believes in you. So regardless of what happened in the last fight, it would be the same motive for this fight as it is every fight: to go in, win, compete and look good.
What have you been working on in between the last fight with Rachel and your bout this Friday night?
Just been, I'm a lot, I'd say I'm quite a bit quicker now. I've come down a weight, so yeah, I feel like I'm faster. I'm in physically very good shape, probably the best shape I've ever been in, to be honest. Just been working on lots of stuff. You know, the technique may be a little bit different now, but still the same base that I've had the entire camp, because I've got my own unique style. So sticking to that and just improving. I improve every camp, every session. So just been working on that really.
Shannon, talk to me about your opponent for Friday night and what exactly do you know about her? What should everybody be expecting to see from her in your fight?
So the opponent got changed quite a few times, to be honest, which is annoying. So from what I have seen, she holds an awful lot and kind of spoil the fight a little bit. So I hope it doesn't get to a point of every time I land on her, she holds or looks to hold, because then it can ruin the fight. It's probably not the one. It's not the number one fight that we wanted, that we picked, but in times that we're going through right now, I don't think we had a great choice, to be honest. But it is what it is. Can't complain. It's nice to fight again before Christmas, and I'm just looking forward to having a fight, to be honest.
Have you thought about how, if at all, the atmosphere might be different fighting inside an arena, whereas again at fight camp it was outdoors?
I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. From the setup that I've seen for like the last few shows, it's been fantastic. So it's nice. You know, I think every boxer dreams of fighting at Wembley. I get the chance to do it and there's no crowd. Well, what are the chances?
Shannon, that's the last one from me, so best of luck on Friday night. Thank you.
I hope you're well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. If we pass to Luke Reddy from the BBC next, please.
Yep.
Hi, how you doing, Shannon? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah, very good. I thought I was on mute again.
Yeah.
I do apologise. I missed the very beginning of this call because I hadn't realised you'd started. So apologies if this is repetition. Go back to fight camp, and obviously you come off that defeat to Rachel Ball. So I could see your eyes going there. So I do apologise. I mean, it's always kind of interesting for us to learn how an athlete's mind recovers from that kind of thing. I wonder what you were like just for a few weeks afterwards.
I've spoken about this quite a bit already, not just today, in previous interviews, in a lot of, the whole, there's a lot. At first, I'll be the first to admit I struggled. My mental health struggled big time at first, you know. It's like losing a loved one, because I didn't really know what to do with myself. I felt like I'd done enough to win the fight, so I felt unjust. And then I kind of got my head around it and was like, this is part of God's plan. And now, coming into this fight, the camp that I've just had, and it's probably been the best camp I've ever had, and I'm physically in the best shape I've been. I'm actually looking at it now like, you know what? It wasn't just a lesson; it was a blessing. Bring out the best in me. So it was part of God's plan. And you know, if you sat there and you wrote off every single fighter that's had a loss, you wouldn't have the likes of Lomachenko's or Tevin Farmers or Bernard Hopkins or whoever. You know, everyone's had a loss at some point. Not everyone, obviously, but you can't just write someone off for that. And the people come. It's not happens when you lose. It's how you come back afterwards that determines the kind of fighter that you are. It shows your characteristic, and I think it will show my characteristic well, to be honest.
Was there anything you noticed after it? Like, you know, sometimes people say people look at them different or speak to them different, or you know, was there anything where you just thought, wow, I didn't see this kind of come in from
Oh, you notice who's there for you and who isn't. Everyone loves you when you're winning. Everyone's your best mate when you're winning. And you see people's true colours when things aren't all hunky dory. Trust me, you see people's true colours, and it's nice because you see. Some people I was a bit like, oh, I didn't think you think you fought better with them, and there's some people you think, wow, I didn't think he was that there for me, that loyal, and you see people's true colours, you think, yeah, I've got some really great people around me. So trim the fat with some people. See you later. And embrace and heart and realise how close some people are and how blessed I am to have some people in my life. So yeah.
When you get a fight date to get out there again like this, off the back of that, what has happened, it must be a relief, because it's like you get the chance to just move on, don't you? You can file it away. So were you absolutely itching for this one to come around?
I knew I was fighting again before Christmas anyway, but it was just a case of penciling in the actual date and announcing it. So knowing that I had a fight, so I could get straight back into camp and have something to focus on, was a blessing, and it's what I needed.
Do your attitude then change in this camp at all? Because it's almost like, something switches you on a little bit more. Did you feel you were more receptive or trying different things, or?
Trained harder than ever. I made the choice of to move, actually, to be where my camp is. I was traveling every day beforehand and doing only my boxing there, and then now I've been staying in a hotel near the camp. So my evening sessions have been there with my team as well, and it's just made a massive difference.
There's a lot of fans I don't think realise when that happens. I remember Anthony Crawler saying how he drives one place for physio, one place for strength, one place for sprints. That must just make life so much more straightforward.
Spending like 3-4 hours a day travelling.
Yeah.
And it was just fatiguing my legs, to be honest. And now, you're not spending so much time in the car. Everything is there that you need. My team were there for my evening sessions as well, pushing me on my sprints, which I never had someone doing that beforehand. So I wasn't giving it. I thought I was giving it everything I had, but when you've got someone there that's pushing you further, you actually have more in the tank than you realise. So, yeah, everything in this camp has been about levelling up, and I have.
Good. Well, good luck, and thank you again. Sorry to have brought that up again.
Right, thank you very much.
All the best.
Yeah.
Thanks, Luke. If we go to Jonathan from Pro Boxing Fans next, please.
Hey Shannon, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks. You've mentioned sort of it was a blessing, the defeat to Rachel Ball. It seems like you have this sort of renewed sort of determination. Is that fair to say?
100%. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, like everyone's noticed it in me, not just in the boxing industry or my team, but my friends and family as well. Like I'm almost calmer. I'm calmer. I'm more switched on. I don't know. Just everything about, I'm just more determined, more focused, more in tune with what I'm doing now, and I'm happier as well.
How much better a fighter do you think you'll be now you've gone through that experience? You fought someone who's, fought at a high level, won the interim title the other week. How much better a fighter do you think you'll be, considering you've only had, 6 fights?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's you can only gain experience on something like that, can't you? So now, I've been on the canvas and I've got myself up, and I carried on and went on to what I believe was winning the fight, and what many people believe was won the fight. Not many people can say they got off the canvas and done that, or continued to compete like I did. So I've got to take value in that experience in itself, and have confidence in that as well. So I gained a lot of experience in the last fight, and I think it will play out in my future massively.
You mentioned how it was difficult to come to terms with the loss, your first professional loss. What was it that, got you back on track and determined to carry on? Was there a specific moment, or was it the advice from your team?
Mixture. Good friends, good family around me, supporting me. Yeah, my team constantly telling me like they believed I won the fight and telling me, you know, this doesn't define anything. The way that Eddie was with me after the fight made a big difference. You know, was telling me, you know, we're going to build you up. This isn't the end. Like, this is going to be part of your journey, part of your story. Your stock has risen, etc. And it's kind of it. You know, I thought I wanted it before, and then when you get that sour taste of something that's getting taken away from you, you don't want it to ever taste it again. So it just pushed you on to just level up in every way, shape, and form.
It was like a great fight between you and Rachel Ball. Is that a rematch you're looking to target down the line, or is that something you'd want to say next?
Yes.
We'll leave it there then. I think that answered it. Shannon, best of luck for Friday. Appreciate it.
Very much.
Cheers.
Thanks, Jonathan. If we go to Dona Corby next, please.
Hi, Shannon. How's it going?
Hiya, you right?
Not too bad. This weekend, you just about missed that deadline to have a few fans in there. Are you disappointed about this?
No, because well, yeah, obviously I'm disappointed. It would have been, oh God, it would have been amazing to have my mum there, but I never thought I was going to have fans there anyway. So it's not a case of, oh, I'm gutted, like that's got taken away from me. In my head, we wasn't having fans again. And I don't think anyone can be disappointed with anything the way the world is right now. I think we're all in a crappy situation, aren't we?
What's the plan for 2021? How many times are you looking to get out next year?
I don't think anyone can give that amount, considering we're going through a pandemic. Busy I can possibly be.
Is there actual bad blood between you and Rachel Ball, or are you more annoyed with the decision as opposed to her personally?
More annoyed with the decision. Why would I have bad blood with Rachel?
I don't know. I would think, you know, you would feel some sort of a resentment towards the person who gave you the first loss on your record.
No.
And you've mentioned that there is a potential rematch happening in that one. Is there any chance that we see that in the early part of next year, or do you think you're going to have to get one or two more for that to happen?
We'll have to see what matching. But to be honest with you, all I'm thinking about is my fight Friday night. I'm not thinking past that.
Previously, though, what did you make of the event that Matchroom did with the Katie Taylor triple header and what that meant for women's boxing? Were you a little disappointed not to get on that one?
No, I think it was good to actually be at home and sit there and watch it, to be honest. So it was fantastic women's boxing. It was great to see. There was 3 great fights on the bill, so it was nice, you know. And then if I'd have been on that bill as well, it might have taken it away a little bit. So it's nice that I'm on this bill and I'm the only female fighter. It's nice that continuously, progressively women fighting on every single bill. So if I was on that, there might not have been a female fighter tonight. So I'm glad this week. So I'm glad that I get to be the only female fighter in this, so that hopefully I get to stand out a bit more and shine.
All right, Shannon. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, if we go to Joe from Seconds Out.
Hi, Shannon.
Hiya.
I was just wondering, you were mentioning for your last few camps, you've been having to travel, 3-4 hours a day. How mentally draining can that be? And do you think this is going to play a bigger part, being that you haven't had to travel as much?
Oh, 100%. So I won't spend that long every day. Like Fridays, you're looking at 4 hours at least. It makes a big difference to your legs as well. To be honest, huge difference to my legs. It's just draining because you want to get home and then you've got to sit in traffic for like an hour, 2 hours, and then you're not eating when you should have been 4 o'clock and you're not eating till 5:30. It messes up the entire day. You mess up your entire schedule. So everything this camp has been spot on. So yeah, it's definitely made a big difference.
And looking forward to next year, do you have anyone in mind other than Rachel Ball that you'd like to fight?
I'm only thinking about Friday night.
Okay. How do you think it's going to go? Are you looking for a knockout or to get some rounds?
I'm looking to perform.
Okay.
If you for a knockout, you make mistakes and then you get caught with a left hook and you touch the ground. So I think I've performed to the best of my ability. If a knockout comes, it comes. If I win on points and I look classy doing it, so be it. Just the most important thing is getting the win.
Okay, thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Okay, I think that's everything for now, Shannon. Really appreciate your time as always, and we'll see you in the bubble later this week.
Perfect. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Shannon. Take care.